Connor, thanks so much. In the meantime here, I want to bring into the conversation our friend, legal analyst Neama Rahmani, who's been helping us make sense of each day of this trial. He joins us yet again. Neama, thanks for being with us here. All right, so I guess we got an answer to the question I had been asking you all last week. When is Judge Juan Merchan going to decide, to rule on whether or not Trump violated the gag order? We got that decision today. Trump was held in contempt of court. He was fined $9,000 for repeatedly violating the gag order. What do you make of that? You know, despite that penalty, the judge still, I don't know, threatened Trump with jail time in the immediate future. Were you struck by that?
I was not, because the longer it took, it was clear that Judge Juan Merchan was going to issue a very serious order, one that would likely be litigated on appeal, because we know that Donald Trump has a good First Amendment argument and that he's going to continue to violate the gag order. Although today he did comply, he didn't say anything, and he took down those previous posts. But I expect this kind of conduct to continue. And the question we've all been asking is this going to escalate? Will it result in prison time? I don't think so, but the judge certainly threatened it today.
Yeah, and Neama, we did know there was some reporting to suggest within 30 minutes before the deadline, Trump removed the social media posts that Judge Juan Merchan found violated the gag order. He had a deadline to do so, and within 30 minutes of that deadline, he removed the posts. Of course, you have to, because you don't want to be found in violation of the gag order yet again here. You know, I want to talk about this. I want to read from the ruling itself. Merchan says, therefore, defendant is hereby warned that the court will not tolerate continued willful violations of its lawful orders, and that if necessary and appropriate under the circumstances, it will impose an incarceratory punishment. Now, some of our Fox producers noted this. I thought this was interesting. Prosecutors did not ask for jail time in this, but the judge threatened it nonetheless. Would it be notable to see a judge go beyond what the prosecution was asking for any violation of the gag order? Shouldn't they be on the same page there in sync?
Well, it's a violation of the judge's order, so the judge can sua sponte, which means on his own motion, decide that a hearing is appropriate and a violation has occurred, and a sentence of incarceration or something else is necessary, even if the prosecution doesn't ask for it. We're talking about contempt of court, which is different from, you know, charges being filed or something to that effect. So the judge does have authority to initiate these contempt proceedings on his or her own.
So, Neama, let's get into the witness testimony today. Some new faces there on the witness stand. Keith Davidson, who is that?
Keith Davidson is the attorney who brokered and handled both the Karen McDougal and Stormy Daniels deal. So here's someone who is a key witness in the case. It's really fascinating. You hear about his negotiations with Dylan Howard of the Inquirer, and then when that deal fell through, how Michael Cohen stepped in to take over the deal and kill the story related to Stormy Daniels.
All right, and we just have some video from earlier today. Neama Rahmani, we can't thank you enough. You've been guiding us through this. We're going to have to cut it short. We got to get back out some of those campus protests. Neama, thanks so much.
Thanks, Andrew. I'm sure we'll talk soon.
All right.